This is a nicer start to the week, isn't it? Shame about the hair courser tracks there, but there we go. That field's starting to green up quite nicely now. It was one of the ones that got a bit yellow with the pre-emergence chemical early on. They're all graining up nicely now, which is good to see. I had a word with Mr. Lakey this morning. We should have the beet harvester turning up either end of play today, ready for tomorrow, or in the morning. So we're just going to get prepped for that today. Got some shooting pegs just to get out of the field around the reservoir. There's two beet fields next to each other there, so we don't want them going through the beet harvester. We had our shoot on Friday, and the teal on this reservoir were unbelievable. Never seen so many on there. There must have been, I don't know, high hundreds at least. Pushing 1,000, just an absolute cloud of them came up. I'm going to sneak up there and just see if they're on here now, see if we can catch them on the camera. Only a small handful on there that time, but I wish I'd look. I wish I'd filmed it when we walked up to it. I've never seen anything like it. It was fantastic. They're all wild. You usually can't get the guns out round the reservoir before they'll fly off, especially not walking through the sugar beet, because it makes a bit more noise. But for some reason on Friday they all stayed put until the first gun was fired, and yeah, I think everyone got a good go at them after that. There was that many. Oh, these two fields are not going to be great, I don't think. These are the ones where there's some real bad wilted beet. There's just pulled one out. Put that next to my foot for a bit of size comparison. There's a lot of small ones here. They are good where they're good, but this will definitely drag it down a bit. Only need an average of 70 tonnes a hectare though to make contract. So obviously we want everything to yield nicely, but it's what it is on a year like this. All of our beet was on some of our lightest land really, and it's been very dry, hasn't it? That last block we had averaged about 94 in the end, which was a bit less than I was expecting. I mean, still good, can't really complain at that, but again, it's very light land down there. But I think the beet harvester had made me a little bit more optimistic, but after having a couple of lifts with it now and getting a bit of a gauge of where the yield monitor runs, it is running probably 7 or 8% high, I think. And on top of that, that last lift just didn't adjust as well as the early stuff. It only just about, well, it adjusted to equal out to about what the dirty weight was that was delivered. It was a little bit higher on the dirt tears, and the sugars weren't great. They're about percent and a half down on the first lift as well. The first lift adjusted up about 10%, so it's what it is. Again, can't really complain at 94, but I was a little bit more optimistic than that from what the beet harvester said and how the early stuff did. Good bridge this. You know what the fun thing is about farming, don't you? You never know what's going to break next. And in this case, It's the workshop door. Well, I got it open. I think we need some new hangers by the looks of that. I think the little wheels that running the tracks up there have started to get seized up. So, be a nice job for another day, won't it? At least the door's open now. Well, the beet harvest has turned up, and so has the rain. I don't think we're supposed to get a lot this afternoon, maybe a mil or two, hopefully not enough to stop him and not enough to make a mess. And then we're reasonably clear until Wednesday evening. So I'm hoping by then, if everything goes to plan, everything will be lifted and drilled before that comes. Hello, we've got an agricultural traffic jam. Got to shoot up to town and go and get myself a reducer for this quick release hydraulic coupler, because I can't find one in the workshop that's the right size, unfortunately.
So then you find out that prison guard unions are also responsible?
Well, I got the bits. Turns out though, I did not time my trip to Wisbech very well. It is now nearly 4:30. And it is very, very busy. Anyway, I've had a call from Paul, and as you probably noticed in that clip of the beet harvester, it started raining, but we're only supposed to get a tiny shower and it didn't really stop, so he's stopped for the afternoon now. I'll carry on again in the morning, which does look okay, hopefully, and we'll catch up with you then. That'll do. That's gotta. I've got my fan speed done. 2800 RPM. Very quiet fan compared to my other two drills. Just trying to work out how to sort the tram lining out, because at the minute we're on 7 and we need to be on 6 for 24 metres. I'm getting there. Nearly time for a calibration. Calibration tray's out. Venturi is pushed backwards. So I think all I need to do is put some seed in, turn that wheel however many times the book tells me, because I can't find a calibration handle, so that'll do the same job, and then put the figure in the box and the job should be a good one. Prime the rollers next. That looks pretty primed to me. I've just spotted some debris. That needs sorting out. Wow, I think we're ready, best I can tell. Got that lot back on. Just took that flap out in there. Gave it a blow through the airline. Got the last few bits of mouse debris out. So I think we're all clear. Calibrated up, ready to go. We got a bit to go at now. Just get these last couple of rounds out and we'll have most of the long work to get across. Where we're going, things I've learned about the drill so far. The Vardostat discs, unsurprisingly, don't want to turn in this sill. Didn't think it'd be any other way really, because that's exactly how the actual Vardostat discs are on this sort of land. So I think generally in these conditions, as I mentioned before, the other combination drill will be much better suited, but that wasn't what I bought this for, as I explained.
You're getting on with it now.
I'm getting on alright, Buttress, now, yeah. Yeah, that wasn't what I bought it for, as I explained, so we'll carry on using it for this now we've got it on. Also, the following harrow is quite close to the floor, even when it's lifted all the way up, so that nearly got me in a muddle. But managed to adjust it a little bit. But on our other drill you can lift the coulters and the following harrow right up out the way on a hydraulic ram, whereas this one appears to be fixed. One benefit of this drill over the other combination drill is the pre-emergence markers, which we haven't got on the other one. So that'll make the sprayman happy because they're all working nicely and synchronised. I'm not 100% sure it's calibrated up very well because I've got a feeling it went on a bit heavier than I was expecting for that first bag. Anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on the hectareage monitor and see where we end up when we get down to the same point in the tank with the other one. And I'm also fairly sure that the low hopper sensor isn't working because it wasn't covered up with wheat, and it also wasn't beeping at me when in that case I'm pretty sure it should be. So might ask my old mate Mr. Kitchen if it was working last time he used it. If not, might have had a wire chewed through or something. Anyway, I'll go over a little bit more this evening and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a nice good start and a decent day in tomorrow. No issues. Getting along nicely now. Buddy just over there, about to start on the headlands. that heap of sugar beet isn't as big as it should be, unfortunately. I guess, I think we're probably 70-ish tons a hectare out of here. I knew it was going to be the worst because it looked, well, the really light bits just looked terrible. Well, I was hoping the better bits of the field were going to keep the average a little bit higher than that. I thought if we end up sort of 80 plus, that'd be about as good as it could have done. But it looks like it's going to be 70-ish maybe. We'll see when it goes through the factory. What do you reckon to those new tyres then, buddy? That must have made a reasonably noticeable difference where it's a bit greasier on top.
Yeah, we keep going a bit longer.
Yeah, a lot more tread now.
Yes, it's getting on. It's better than what it was.
Yeah, didn't need too much to improve from where those tyres ended up though, do you?
No.
Was hoping to get finished this afternoon, stroke this evening, but unfortunately I think some headlands will drag on into the morning. A couple of awkward shaped fields with several headlands in them each, so not ideal. Plus you forget how painstakingly slow combination drilling is when you've been doing everything else tearing up and down with a 6 metre Vardostat. Yeah, I can confirm that headlands will be getting finished in the morning. Down to headlands now. I drilled one last night and not very happy with how it looked, so I'm just going to stick the power harrow on there on the TSA, just go around and level out the worst bits, you know, where the ploughs come in and out, and then go around and get them drilled up. Had a couple of passes on that bit with the power harrow. Last year I dug that dike out and it left quite a lot of rubbish on the side, and there was about a 3 metre wide bit we couldn't really do anything with when we drilled this with sugar beet, so that just ploughed up in a bit of a mess. So managed to chop that up nicely with the power harrow, and the drill's gone through it fairly sensibly, to be honest, so hopefully that'll be okay. Worth going around these headlands on this raw old silt just to firm them up a bit, if anything. Much easier travelling for the drill tractor now. There we go. Last two fields complete. Now, one more little job to do tomorrow with the drill. We're going to head over to the other block of land where the previous sugar beet lift was and just try and maul over the two bits of land where the beet heaps were stood with the plough, and just see if we can drill them. Hopefully they'll be dry enough now, so I'm going to leave that with you there for today, and we'll have a look at that tomorrow. See if those new tyres on the T8 do their job, because I know one end of it was a bit sticky because it was being loaded in the rain. So we'll have a look tomorrow and see anyway. Here we go. How well do we think the new Trelleborg tyres are going to cope with this? Just created a little furrow to throw the soil back into, ready for the full pass through the slop. Go on, Buttress, foot to the floor. Give her hell, she's slowing. She's alright, look at that. You on. He's shaking his head. That's alright, look. Beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. Nearly dust coming off of that. I don't think he's very confident he's going to get back again though. Tenor says he slips in the furrow. Here we go. Oh. Yes. Yes. Lovely. I'd almost go as far as saying match ploughing there. Perfect. There we go. Through the worst of it now. Jobs are good and I'm gonna head back and get a bit more seed in the drill. Get ready to head over here. I'll probably put quite a heavy seed rate on there. Wheat never grows particularly well where the sugar beet heap's been, so more seed will definitely be our friend. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If anything exciting happens when I'm over here with the drill, like getting stuck, probably film that and stick it in the beginning of the next video for you. Hopefully that won't happen because we don't really need that hassle on a Friday, do we? So thank you very much. Give the old subscribe button a click if you're enjoying the videos. Give it a like and I'll catch you on the next one.